The story begins in a desolate area, where the sinister antagonist, a psychopathic killer, emerges. The killer abducts a girl and places her on a bed. Without a word, he cruelly ties her hands and legs. In a bone-chilling act, he decapitates her and removes the body, taking it to an unknown location. By morning, the case reaches the police. After inspecting the scene and completing formalities, the police leave, bewildered by the brutality of the crime. In the same city lives Gautham, the story's protagonist, who is blind but leads a life filled with hope. Despite his impairment, Gautham finds solace in listening to the voice of Dagini, a radio jockey, on her show. He is deeply enamored by her melodious tone. Over time, his admiration grows into love. However, it remains a one-sided affair, as Dagini is unaware of his feelings. Gautham knows Dagini's routines and events, thanks to his close friend Rajnayak, who assists him in following her movements. One day, Gautham follows Dagini to a wedding. Seizing the opportunity, he sings a heartfelt song to impress her. Later, he gathers the courage to propose to her. Initially hesitant, Dagini rejects his proposal. However, Gautham's sincerity wins her over, and she agrees to meet him under one condition: he must locate her destination based on hints she shares during her show. If he succeeds, she promises to accept his proposal, believing it to be proof of his true love. Eagerly, Gautham tunes into Dagini's show the next day and carefully deciphers her clues. That night, Dagini waits for Gautham at the railway station, confident he will come. As time passes, the station becomes eerily quiet, and instead of Gautham, the psycho killer appears. He sprays a substance on her face, rendering her unconscious. Before losing consciousness, Dagini glimpses Gautham arriving and smiles, assured of his presence. The killer cleverly abducts her while Gautham, unaware, searches nearby. Feeling uneasy, Gautham senses something amiss and contacts the police. He reports the incident, explaining that Dagini has been taken by the same killer responsible for the previous crimes. Meanwhile, the psycho killer prepares to harm Dagini, but her calm demeanor unsettles him. Smiling fearlessly, she tells the killer, "My birthday is 7 days away. If I don't return to Gautham, he will find me no matter what." Intrigued and challenged, the killer delays her execution. In the meantime, the killer targets another victim. He abducts a prostitute, renders her unconscious, and gruesomely murders her in place of Dagini. The next day, the police discover the body. Officer Muthu informs the commissioner that the victim is not Dagini, based on confirmation from her father. Gautham arrives at the scene, identifying by scent that it's not her. Determined to save Dagini, Gautham seeks help from Dr. Sushila, a psychiatrist. She questions why the killer spared Dagini when he typically kills his victims. Inspired by her insight, Gautham grows determined to solve the mystery. Gautham learns from a constable, Akbar, about Kamala, a former police officer who previously worked on the case but has since retired following a tragic accident that left her in a wheelchair. When Gautham seeks Kamala's assistance, she initially rebuffs him. Frustrated, he lashes out and storms off. Kamala reconsiders her stance, later arriving at Gautham's home to offer help. Together, they gather details from old police records, discovering patterns in the killer's behavior. They realize he targets women in broad daylight, often using a similar strategy involving abandoned puppies as bait near dumpsters. Armed with this knowledge, Gautham and Kamala set up a trap, preventing the killer from abducting his next target. Enraged, the killer sends a threatening message to Gautham, warning, "Advance happy birthday." He leaves a girl's body outside Gautham's home. Upon examining it, Gautham notices a distinct pig-like odor. With Rajnayak's help, he investigates pig farms. Though they find no clear evidence, this leads them closer to identifying the killer. Tragically, Rajnayak is killed during a chase with the killer. Before dying, Raj leaves Gautham a vital clue: the killer has a missing right hand little finger. Analyzing this, Gautham deduces that the killer is Angulimala, a man with a pig farm and a luxury hotel. While Gautham and Kamala investigate Angulimala's property, they discover maps hinting at a secret location. They also learn of Rachel, a woman imprisoned by Angulimala for years, who reveals she was his abusive teacher during his orphanage days. Driven by vengeance, Angulimala has been replicating the trauma he once endured. As Gautham and Kamala decipher the map, Angulimala relocates Dagini to a factory, staging a grim reenactment of his past punishments. He prepares to kill her, claiming, "You'll suffer as I did." However, Kamala's mother disrupts the power supply, plunging the area into darkness. In the confusion, Gautham subdues Angulimala with an electric shock and chains him. Freeing Dagini, Gautham attempts to escape, but Angulimala desperately cries out, "Teacher, don't leave me alone." Sympathizing with his plight, Dagini tosses the key back toward Angulimala. However, Rachel swallows it, refusing to give him freedom. Enraged, Angulimala kills Rachel but remains trapped in the chains as Gautham and Dagini escape. The next day, Dagini gives a press statement, expressing empathy for Angulimala. She explains, he wasn't just a psycho killer but a lonely, abandoned child shaped by cruelty. If someone had loved him as a mother or sister, he might have been different. Watching the interview, Angulimala, overwhelmed with regret, ends his life by jumping off a cliff, bringing his torment to an end. This story is a chilling reminder that even those branded as monsters are often shaped by their circumstances. Angulimala's descent into darkness highlights the profound impact of loneliness and mistreatment. As Dagini suggests, offering understanding and love could prevent many such tragedies from occurring. I hope you enjoyed learning about this movie. If this review captured your interest and you're excited to explore more amazing films, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. By doing so, you'll stay updated with my latest reviews, recommendations, and exciting content about movies, entertainment, and much more. Your support helps me bring you more of what you love, so let's grow this amazing community together. Feel free to share your thoughts or favorite moments from the movie in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for watching.